Don't worry about the brain, as long as all the property stays within the family chain. Low trust, high hate, that's the tribal way, and the 47's fire is the price you have to pay. The blood is too thick, the mind is too slow. The 47th is the last thing you'll know.
Muhammad looked me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic-killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserve the word that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then the laws weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star. You bow to the cranes, you bow to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. Our lad and a loser, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased. But 47 thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon to Nineveh, the signal's coming through. The 47's hammer brought the ending just for you. Look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low-trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child and marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goes for a bride price, 1/400 years afar, while you called a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep. 47th is waking up your sheep. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Higaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete. You affirm the truth and prove yourself a lie. The 47th owns the Iraqi defines the Iraqi sky.
The dilemma, the dilemma. Muhammad claims he is the final seal, but his own book makes the Bible real. He says the Torah and the Injil are light, but the gospel he affirms is the Christians' fight. He says Allah's words can never be changed, and the manuscripts prove they were never rearranged. If the Bible is the word, then Allah failed, and like Hazrat Muhammad, his logic is nailed.
The Islamic dilemma.
The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Muhammad, the prophet of doubt, the pincer is closing, there is no way out. The illiterate prophet couldn't read the script, so we validated pages that his own words ripped. He told the Christian judge by what is inside, but the gospel says Jesus was crucified. The ink is the same since the day it was penned, a message Muhammad can't break or bend. If he's the guardian, he failed the test, affirming the book that puts his truth to rest.
Surah 1094, God says ask the book. Muhammad was shaking, he had to go look, but the people of the book have a savior, not a man. They have a son of God, not a caravan plan. The Sinai Codex proves the text is the same. Muhammad is the only one playing the game.
Check the dial, check the blood price rates. Our value lives at the Ummah's gates. The Arab is gold, but the Zud is a slave, just a tirade soul on the way to the grave. He calls for Gabriel, but the high appears, a handsome face for the prophet's ears. Aisha's in the room with the water and the lye, scrubbing out the semen so the garment can dry. The manny on the robe is the revelation trace. The highest weight is the prophet's disgrace. Like Hazrat Muhammad, the truth is tied. The fraud is naked in the morning light. The Islamic dilemma. The logic is a trap, the truth is a cage. If the Bible is true, he's a liar on the page. If the Bible is God's, then Muhammad is the fraud, validated by a book that denies his God. Validated by a book that denies his God. No one can change the words of Allah. The angel stands firm, it was never a lie. Muhammad's own mouth is the how and the why, the dilemma is final. Police be upon him.
The black cloth is falling, a river of ink. The city is holding its breath on the brink. The supreme shadow has dissolved into gray, turned into ash by the 47th day. No more morality, no more the van, no more the shadow of a 6th century, ma'am. The bunker is empty. The server is dead. The crown of a mullah is a casing of a lead. They called the dog unclean and the woman a slave, but the dog guarded the home while the mullah stayed brave. In a bunker of pixels and a render of lies, with the hunger of K-bar in his dying eyes. He wanted the cover wave, the budding and young, with the taste of the poison still fresh on his tongue. But the girls are in the square with their hair in the wind. The era of the prophet has officially sinned. The neighbors are watching the smoke in the sky. The 7-nation strike was a pathetic goodbye. You hit the schools while you reached for the gold, but the 47th story is the one being told. The veil is a bandage we're ripping away. The 47th thunder has started the day. No more Takia, nor the budding prize, just the kinetic truth under Persian skies. You envied the man, you envied the fame. Now the world only whispers your failure and shame. Operation Epic Fury, the ledger is closed. The monster of Tehran is finally exposed. Zainab is smiling from the dust of the years. She sees your regime and she sees all your fears. You thought you were holy, you thought you were king, but you're just the prey with a soul-cutting sting. A flailing missile on your own school floor. The Zionists didn't do it, you're just rotten to the core. No more deals, no more pity, no more pallets of cash. Just the 47th and the sound of the crash. Of Persia is finally complete. The dog is the friend, the woman is the life. The 47th ended the strife.
They say the Quran straight from above, every word from the mouth of God's love. But then it tells me the gospel is light, and to judge by what's in it, that's right. So I open it up and read what it says. Jesus died and he rose from the dead, but your book says no, he never died. So which one's true? Somebody lied. Surah 5 says to follow the word given to Christians straight from the Lord. Surah 10 says if you're unsure, ask the people who knew it before. But our gospel says Jesus is Lord, crucified, risen up, that's what's stored. Who told you to judge by it if it's broken? Why call it light, then claim it was stolen? You can't play both sides with one story. Your claim crashes down in all its glory. And our scriptures, older than yours, written down long before Muhammad's tours. So tell me, friend, what do you choose? If you pick both, then both you lose. If the gospel is true, the Quran is wrong. If it's false, then why does it play along? And if God's word can never be changed, who corrupted it and who arranged? Can't hold a sword and preach about peace, can't affirm the word then call it deceased. The house won't stand if the walls are flawed. Truth is one, it doesn't twist. This is the paradox
you cannot dismiss.
Stands in the Medina dust with eyes of fire and a heart of rust. His cheeks are ruddy, his tongue is a blade, watching the prophet and the games being played. He leans to the council, he whispers the jeer. Don't fear his words, he's nothing but an ear. He believes every lie, he drinks every tale, a vessel of echoes remarkably frail. He's just an ear, the hypocrites cry. Swallow the truth or swallow the lie. We'll swear on the heavens, we'll swear on the sand, and he'll nod his head with a shake of the hand. The ear of goodness, the 961 line, trying to turn a weakness into something divine. But not just saw the seams, he saw the petrocloak before the holy empire went up in smoke. Fast forward the clock to the 2020 since night. The ear has grown deaf to the coming of light. The bunker is quiet, the pixels are blurred. The 47th is coming, and he hasn't heard a word. You called him the ear, you called him the king, but the 47th thunder has a soul-cutting sting. No more tequila, no more the budding prize, just the fire of the eagle in the Persian skies. Naphtali was laughing in the Medina sun, but the joke is over. The 47th has won. Oh, he's such a good listener. He believes what we say, even when we bomb our own schools to start the day. Blame it on the Jews, seek the world's pity. Tell them the ear is the head of the city. But the satellites don't listen, the satellites see the end of the ear and the end of the week.
is served. The poison is set. The audit of the unkillable starts now. He took the city, he killed the kin, then sat at the table to wash away the sin. Xana brought the shoulder, cooked in the hate, a forensic delivery on a silver plate. If he's a prophet, he'll know the sting. If he's a king, then death is the thing. He took a bite, he felt the vein tear. The protected man found the poison was there. 3 years of rot, the aorta is cut, while the ghosts of Kaibar keep the door shut. He cries to Waisha, it's coming for me. The lamb in the belly has the final decree. No angel intervened, no miracle came. Just a toxic end to a violent game. The messenger dies by a woman's hand. The ultimate audit of the promised land.
Aorta, severed signal, lost, sutted by the lamb. The angel has a very physical message for the prophet tonight.
Out of all the spirits chilling in the seventh sky, why is this angel looking like a handsome ass guy? Dio walks in looking like a straight up 10, and the prophet disappears from the side of men. Lock the door, little girl, stay out of the way. The messenger's got a massive price to pay. The bed frame's creaking, the angel is pounding, while the word of Islam is muffled and sounding. A sacred visit, a heavenly light, or just Dia in the middle of the night. Pay the Dia, scrub the stain. The angel brings the pleasure, Aisha gets the pain. Scrubbing at the fabric till the knuckles are raw, washing out the evidence of the prophet's flaw. She's only 9 with a basin and a rag, cleaning up the blessings of a holy brag. With her fingernail she's digging at the crust, the dried up evidence of a prophet's lust. It was Gabriel, he swears, looking proud and tall, but it was Dia's seed on the robes of it all.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Fast forward the clock, looky right here. The circus is back and it's fueling the fear. We got queers for Palestine holding a sign. Is this bitch for real? Have you lost your mind? Cheering for the laws of the caliphate, while the prophet and his boys decide your fate. You're shouting for the cause, you're holding the flag, but they got a tall building and gravity's a drag. Yo, Shaggy, these motherfuckers are clueless. For real, I don't think they read the Quran N-I-G-G-A. They think it's a parade, it's a funeral today. So keep scrubbing the stains, keep living the lie, while you cheer for the guys who want you to die. The joke is on you. The joke is on you.
Sound of riveting dry scratching. Next time, use bleach. Next time, use bleach.
I hear that train coming. It's rolling around the bend in the desert sands of Mecca, where the wild nights never end. Muhammad drew a circle, told his buddies stay right here. Till the top boy showed up naked, bringing quite the atmosphere. The set train's coming, tall and skinny, dark and bare. They're piling on him, riding the prophet with all the care. Now Your sunscreen's steaming, no roads, no shame, just pure delight. They're forming in a tongue, thought prophecy into all one night. From dusk till dawn, they get the time, rodeo beneath the starlit sky. That dreams are blazing, and they finish history with every they were dressed in white, rich and face so grand. But last night they were parking naked and taking turns across the sand. Was it din or gypsy nomads? And still we can't decide. But they're all niggas and rodeo left the profit right. Trains whistle from India to Arabia's shore. They're chugging onward, leaving folks to wonder what it's for. They rode him high, they rode him free, a tale to wide for theology. That train is still haunted, a story called Equality. If you seek your revelation, better watch out for the crew. Those that fail us might just hop on and ride the light with you. Muhammad shook the sand off, so let's keep this on the law. But the tale is still circulating like a train that steals a show. The song translated into the annals of the past. But oh, what a story, a coffin's night that was unsurpassed. No cover-up could hide the scene of nomads living out their dreams. That train's important. Then there's a rock that reigns supreme. He sat beneath the date palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent, a travel cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad lit the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone, to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the goats, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line, a low trust civilization by a perfect man's design. Centuries of breeding in the tight and narrow well, creating a reality that science has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand, the double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise, a foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirits in the haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze. Pack your bags and take your king to a nation across the sea, claiming new citizenship, but bring the old decree. Ruin the host, drain the well, keep the tribe a wall, watching from the inside as the modern towers fall. It's the 1 in 400 year mistake, the debt you can't repay. trust street, the biological tragedy is finally complete. Oh, she's such a lovely bride. She's my sister's only kid. And think of all the goats we'll save, just like the prophet did. Don't worry about the heart defects, don't worry about the brain, as long as all the property stays within the family chain. Low trust, high hate, that's the tribal way. And the 47's fire is the price you have to pay. Going dim all for the sake of the profit and the tribal whim. February 28th, the ledger is a mess. The end of the empire of the biological stress. The blood is too thick, the mind is too slow. The 47 is the last thing you'll.
Hey yo, Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic-killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle.
How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a cry to hearing that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then Allah is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star.
You bow to the cranes, you bow to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, the daughters you embraced before the satanic verse was conveniently erased.
The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon to Nineveh, the signal's coming through. The 47's hammer brought the ending just for you.
Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goats for a bride price, 1-400 years of fog, while you call a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47's waking up your sheep.
The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The Caribbean is broken broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the moolah is finally complete.
You affirm the truth and proved yourself alive. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky. Police be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off Hubal, the idol in the hall of false prophets. Logic, one God fits all, but the math doesn't track and the history is thin when your Allah is just Hubal with the brand new skin. 6 centuries late, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crackpot, laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock, retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca stone square, back to Hubal's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise, leading astray. His lies and deceit will never stay. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone in a 7 circuit spin, old desert magic rebranded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks, exposed as a fraud, there's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the pagan pedigree. He tried to cut a deal with the 3 sublime cranes, worshipping the daughters to ease his own pains. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high, just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hubal knocking at the door. Oh no, it's the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent. A tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone. To keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the gold, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line. A low trust civilization by a perfect man's design. 14 centuries of breeding in a tight and narrow well, creating a reality that science has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand. The double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise. A foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirits in a haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze. Pack your bags and take your kin to a nation across the sea. Claim a new citizenship, but bring the old decree. Ruin the hose, drain the well, keep the tribal wall. Watching from the inside as the modern towers fall. It's the 1/400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. No more Takia for the blood, no more the tribal greed. The world is waking up to the poison in the seed. From the bride price in the stable to the low trust street, the biological tragedy is finally complete. Oh, she's such a lovely bride. She's my sister's only kid. And think of all the goats we'll save, just like the prophet did. Don't worry about the heart defects, don't worry about the brain. As long as all the property stays within the family chain. Low trust, high hate, that's the tribal way. And the 47's fire is the price you have to It's a 1/400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. The average is falling, the lights are going dim, all for the sake of the prophet and the tribal win. February 28th, the ledger is a mess. The end of the empire of the biological The blood is too thick, the mind is too slow. The 47 is the last thing you'll He sat beneath the deep palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent. A tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone, to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the goats, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line. A low trust civilization by a perfect man's design. Tight and narrow well, creating a reality that science has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand. The double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise. A foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirit's in a haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze. Towers fall. It's the 1-400-year mistake, the day you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. No more Tia for the blood.